Arlie Ermy.
So it's another beautiful Saturday, and I somehow convinced my wife to go to yet another toy show at Taylortown Trade Center. Now let's be honest, these toy shows are kind of not toy shows, they're more Hot Wheel shows, considering the show is probably 80% made up of Hot Wheels. So if you're a Hot Wheels collector, this is a hot spot for you. If you're an 80s, 90s action figure guy like me, you're probably gonna have to get there really early and pray that you find something. So we walk in and we go down the first aisle. I noticed some Transformers. I'm not a huge Transformers collector because I know how expensive that hobby is. They're cool to look at, but I just kept going. Now I did notice in a 50-cent bin or box a Lord Zed from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line. Now this is the 5-inch Lord Zed. He's in scale with the flip head Automorph Power Rangers, which I had them all as a kid. I love them. I don't have a Lord Zed. He was missing his staff, but 50 cents? What are you gonna do? And then we're making our way, and of course my wife, who's been to many shows by now, notices some Star Wars figures in another box.
What is this? Star Wars toy? Yeah. Oh, looks like something else.
Nothing that I was interested in, but it's just cool to see Star Wars. And probably the coolest find there, on this table they had, I'm not even sure if they had the whole line, but they were from the TV show Dinosaurs. This was a huge show when I was a kid. I watched it every week. I believe it was part of TGIF, but I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say it was. There was also a couple glass cases that were full with vintage Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now a lot of the stuff I already have, the prices were a little high, but you know, I didn't try to negotiate them a little lower, which you probably could. This stuff looks like it's been sitting there for a while. I believe this stuff was in a glass case outside of the show, just on the regular floor. They moved it in, probably hoping they might be able to move it.
Jeremy loves Batman.
It's always awesome seeing the classic Masters of the Universe. Now these figures were probably 50% missing their weapons and accessories. So it's, you know, at $10 each, it's kind of up to you if that's worth it or not. For me, not really. You know, I don't collect every line of Masters, but I love that first wave. And I'm a huge Horde fan, so I might look into get those, but not from this guy.
Arlie Ermy.
And then, of course, like at every show, there was a couple pegs of Power of the Force 2. Nothing that I needed. There was a couple Episode 1 figures. Nothing too exciting. This toy show wasn't that eventful. I did walk away with a Series 1 Jurassic Park dinosaur. I'm not sure on how to say the name. It's the long green one with the sail on the back. I believe it's marked JP01, so I believe it's the very first dinosaur they released in that line. I bought that for $2. That was the only thing I walked away from. Like I said, if I was a Hot Wheels collector, I probably would have left with a car full. I don't know if I'm going to be going back to these toy shows. I like to tell myself, listen Joe, you don't need to go to this toy show. It's going to be nothing but Hot Wheels. But knowing me, I'm going to go anyway just because you never know what you're going to find. I'm not exactly sure what the next show is that I'll be attending, but I know that me and Jeremy are always looking forward to going to more shows, always looking forward to filming. Bear with me and stay tuned for the next episode. Yes, I'm wearing pants.